1. Hi, everyone. It's Jenny G. Perry. This is the 3rd time that we're doing this today, and I will not be deterred. I'm unstoppable. So welcome to 7 steps to, what did we call it? I love it. I don't even know what we call this. 7 steps to increase your mojo and manifest what you want. I gotta love myself. Let me go to the first screen. It's been so crazy that I'm just like, it's better if I laugh about this and come off, seeming like I'm insane than really go down the rundown of what I've been doing for the past 30 minutes. Gotta love technology. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see my beautiful slides. And I'm gonna send this out as a replay to all the people that registered for this. And I wish that they could play with me live, but if they don't hop on this, they will get to play with me another day, okay? Maybe I'll do a Facebook Live next week, okay? Because I love to play with you guys live in real time and answer questions. And I had a chat wing set up for this, and I just don't know if that actually is gonna work with this because I just don't think the technology was happening today. So what we're gonna do here is I'll keep the chat wing up, and then maybe you guys can chat with me on here, but we're just gonna go with this. So welcome, and I just wanna send you all a wonderful blessing. And I hope that everything in your life is wonderful. And let's have some fun, okay? That's what this is about. I love to share what I learn. And I was just, I'm about to share my entire screen. I think I might be sharing my entire screen. We did this before with my business coach, but you gotta love technology because every time you do it, it's like a whole different experience, right? And sometimes they change things up and then present to everyone. Yes. Okay. So now let me hop on over. It looks like we went into no man's land. I assure you we didn't. So hopefully you guys are seeing my screen, and I gotta back it up to the beginning. Just close your eyes. You're not seeing anything. Here we go. Okay, now it's 5:30. I guess we were supposed to start at 5:30. So this is 7 steps to make over your mindset, mojo, and manifest what you want, because that's really what we want to focus on in life. So again, I'm Jenny G. Perry, transformation coach, self-love goddess, which sounds dirty, but it's not. Swear to God. Swear to God. If you know me, though, you know I have a dirty mind. So what we're going to do is we are going to talk about how to find your center with your kids, at work, and in life, because let's be real here. Some people, like, there's yoga, new age people that are like, all the time, but I'm not. I'm here to say I'm not. Sometimes I'm like this with my kids, and then I'm just like, guys, I'm sorry. And really, I just, one of my girl soul sister teacher friends, Lana Schaefer, was just talking about this thing with alignment from Abraham Hicks. If you don't follow Abraham Hicks teachings, it's channeled information, which may be out there for you, but it's the best that law of attraction has to offer. And it was talking about alignment being not like a college degree, like once you get there, you stay there. It doesn't work like that. Life is not like that. It's about finding your alignment over and over and over and over again. Because let's be honest here. If my kids are poking each other in the eye, I'm not gonna be like, guys, stop. I'm gonna be like, knock it off and take action in that moment. Now, you don't have to beat them, but you can firmly say, like, stop, do a timeout, do whatever, and talk about, why that's wrong, obviously. So I'm going to talk about my story right now. Some of you guys might have heard my story and you're just like, la, 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 we don't even care. But I'm going to say it anyway, because some of you guys are going to be new to me. So my name is Jenny G. Perry. Again, if you don't know it by now, you've probably heard it a million times. And I just wanted to show you guys a picture from, people don't believe sometimes that this was me because they know what I'm like now. So on the left here, I'm 24 years old, or 25. And you're supposed to be having like so much fun in your 20s, like, but I was not. So I was married at 19 because I was pregnant with my daughter, the cutie pie in there, who was going to be 19. She's a woman now, and she's just an amazing dancer and person. But I was this girl who I was pretending like I was this, like the mom on the Disney Channel, and that's not me. I was wearing these like lime green Land's End, high-waisted. My ass looked this big to like, as big as Jupiter. I think Jupiter might be big. I'm not really sure. But it was not my truest self. And I remember jotting down things on pieces of paper like wisdom, and I would put them away, but I was so afraid to have a voice. I was so afraid to be judged. I really wanted to be liked. I was always that person that my identity was wrapped up in what you thought about me. It was so sad because it's like you're in prison then. And then you fast forward to my 30s. Oh, honey child, did I learn a lot. So this is me. That was maybe after I had my 5th baby. So yes, I have 5 children. And so my children range in age from 18 all the way down to 2. So I am hearing an echo. I'm not sure why. Maybe somebody hopped on. Okay, let me hop over to here real quick. I'm going to stop sharing, I think, here.
Okay, where's the freaking chat in here?
Let me see. Okay. I'm going to stop the sharing for a second, and I'm going to hop over to the control panel and see if I can mute. Okay. Mute. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go back to screen sharing. Look, I look so techno-savvy now. Okay. So screen share. Entire screen. Okay. Going to mute. Okay. Okay. So present to everyone. We're back to the slides. I don't know how to do this any different. I'm winging it, trying my best. And so go to the slides here again. So I'm going to go through a little bit about what I've learned, how to get here. My journey was, as a teen, bulimic, anxiety, cutting, depression, all of that. Like, I have been through hell and back. And in my 20s, what I learned is that you can never use that outside validation to make up for the lack within. It's just like throwing pennies down in like a well that's just like wide open and it never ends. So that's why I love to talk about mojo, because I have a lot of mojo. I'm known for my mojo, and it's not because I'm the sexiest woman that's ever lived or looks like a Victoria's Secret model, but that's how I act. I act like I'm a beautiful woman, and I appreciate my beauty. I appreciate the beauty in other women. And what mojo is what the hell is mojo? Mojo is your life force. It is really, it's the energy you put out there into the world. And if you know anything about law of attraction, the energy you put out there is what you receive back again. So I might answer some questions if anybody has them about some specifics of any problems that they're having, because I would love to help them have a new perspective on it. For me, perspective is everything. My perspective in my late 20s, I was very angry and very much was like holding on to hostility. If I was like mad at somebody, I would not be able to forgive. I felt like I was very blamey. I was very victim-y. And one thing is I hadn't found my passion, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But my whole identity was wrapped up in the way other people, saw me, and that was just, it was the perspective that I asked for. Is I used to ask God for a perspective without tragedy. I wanted to appreciate my life without having something terrible happen, and that's where law of attraction became like a really important thing to me, because whatever you focus on, you create more of. So mojo is your life force. It's your sparkle. It's your fire. It is what we call like prana, and it's your key. It's really this. It's the pulse of your aura. It's all of that. And so let me just go to my notes, because I hate going off of notes. But the acronym for mojo was that I think of it as making our joy orgasmic. Isn't that juicy? And mastering outrageous juiciness openly. I mean, how juicy is that? Okay? And so it's really your vibe. That's what it is. It's your vibe. So I want to go on here to your thoughts, because your thoughts create your mojo. It's really the way you think will ultimately create your life, and the way other people even see you, because I'm telling you, if you look at pictures of me before, the way I thought about myself was that I didn't really think that I was beautiful. I saw all the flaws in my face, and now even as I get older, like there's some wrinkles on my forehead, but that's not what I highlight. I mean, I could show them to you right now. I'd be like, oh, here, I got 3 lines over here, but it's not what I focus on. I focus on what's great about myself, and I focus on raising my vibe. Those things are super important. So let me just look at my notes. I want to make sure I give you guys all that I can pour into this webinar. So it's really about your good thoughts or bad thoughts. And those thoughts are really about the way it feels within you. You'll know the good thoughts and bad thoughts. Like the bad thoughts, the ones that lie to you, are like you're not a good mom. And yeah, you might have that passing, thought in a moment. But if that's your talk all the time, you have to do something about that. This is what leads into cleaning up our thoughts. So cleaning up your thoughts, it's really, what do you think? Like, what do you think about on a regular basis? Are you somebody that gets into talks about politics? Are you thinking like, oh, the world sucks? There's people that are like, it's never been such a horrible time to be alive. I don't agree. I'd like you to get out your journal and write out who you are and how do you feel about yourself. And this is, for some of you guys, it might be a really difficult exercise because you have to get really honest with yourself. And listen, I do this stuff all the time. And in the past, maybe year, I've learned more than I ever have. And working on my business, even in the past few months, I've had to catch myself being in women's business groups on comparing myself and thinking like, oh, well, they know more this or that. And just looking at their graphics and thinking that they're better than me in some type of way. And I was like, girl, what are you doing? Where'd your mindset go all loopy? And so really, it's like, think about it as like cleaning out, spring cleaning, like it's time to clean up your thoughts. And like, how do you feel also, not just about yourself, but your family, the world? You have to conceive it, to believe it, to receive it, and then you'll achieve it. And so really the thoughts, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we're going to touch upon this a little bit later too with affirmations, because they all have a frequency. And like some people, like Doreen Virtue has a book about words and how they like have literally a frequency. But I love to curse, okay? I think that not where you're such a potty mouth where you don't do anything but curse, but I think there's a time and a place for it. And I do think that it's fun sometimes to, it's like the little naughty little kid in me, I guess. But, for some people, they think that those are lower vibrating. And I think it's just the intention based upon it. And then, I'm getting text right now, okay? So they all, it's kind of like channels on a TV. That's what your mindset is, okay? We're going to go on to this, what your mindset is, okay? Your mindset is like you cannot watch a cooking show on the Golf Channel. It's just impossible. So if you've ever talked to like a relative that's like a Debbie Downer and you're looking at them like, oh my God, like I got to get away from you because you're bringing my vibe down. My dad's like Archie Bunker, so sometimes he will send me texts about something horrible that happened in the world, and I'm just like, what in the world are you thinking? So his mindset sometimes can be worrisome because he worries about the world for his, his grandchildren and for his children, although he'd never like to, word it like that. But so he's reading the newspaper every day and filling his mind with all of this worrisome thoughts. I don't do that. I just think that's like my mindset. I am in charge of my mindset, so I can see something. And stuff used to really bother me, but I know now that if I sit there and I get sucked into a drama, and if I get sucked into how terrible something is, I'm not helping the planet at all. I truly believe that if you raise your vibration, that light inside of you helps the whole entire planet. You guys might think that's woo-woo, but that's personally, I truly believe that. And if everybody focused on raising their vibration and true happiness and left everybody else out of the equation, we'd all be rolling in a whole different, better way, okay? That's how I roll, at least. Okay, so we are now going to go on to how does my mindset affect my mojo and life? Well, if you think about it, I always give this analogy about a woman on the beach. And like, I am not the skinniest person in the whole entire world, okay? But I will wear a two-piece bathing suit because I forgot to tell them. So funny. I forgot to say that when I did lose that weight, in the beginning it was really fun. But then afterwards, like those comments started to wear off because, I was such like a compliment whore at that time. And the attention started to wear off. And then I was like, wait a minute, like I got that thing that I thought I wanted, which is what I always preach to people, is that you want to get the guy, you want to get the job, you want to get the money, you want to lose the weight. So when you get there and you don't have that, like euphoria, nirvana, then you're like, wait a minute, like what the heck? And the truth of the matter is your mindset and vibration are the most important things in your whole entire life. So I realized that I didn't like myself, and it didn't have anything to do with what I weighed. It really didn't. It had to do with the thoughts I was speaking to myself. And when I started reading Dr. Wayne Dyer during that time, I remember sitting in my laundry room. I don't know why it was the laundry room, but it just was. And I was like, if I continue to think like this, I'm going to draw in like a vacuum. And like think of it as a tornado. Like you have a bad thought, and then you start looking around, and you're like, oh, this damn laundry, and all this dust. I can't stand it. I hate this house. Oh my God, everything sucks. You know, you're like you go to glass empty mindset. Okay, not glass half full. But in that moment, you need to stop your thoughts right then and there. And yes, you can do it. Okay. If you don't think that you can do it, if you think that your thoughts rule you, that's when you need to just start to observe things now. Become more aware. Like pay attention to the thoughts. And when you pay attention to them, you start to notice that your thoughts are a little bit separate than you, and you're like, wow, that was kind of random. Where'd that come from? Was that even my thought? Like, if you've ever noticed, like children, they totally have ESP. You'll be in the room with them and you're thinking about like some friend that you haven't seen in a while, and they're like, oh, you know, where's so-and-so? And you're like, how did you do that? So don't always think that all your thoughts are yourself, because also there's such a thing as called collective consciousness. And so if there's a lot of worry on the planet, sometimes you can pick up on it. If you're somebody who's affected by energy like myself, I got to be really in charge of my own energy field, or else I can really pick up other people's stuff. And this is your attraction point. So your mindset is literally going to dictate how you attract things. If you say, I never win anything, nobody ever helps me, well then what do you think the universe is going to deliver to you? That's what it's going to be, honestly. And even if somebody did help you, you're so stuck in that mindset that sometimes you don't even notice it. Now, how do you change your mindset? Like, oh, this sounds great. Oh, Jenny, like, it sounds great, but she really can't do it. Well, you know what? What you got to do is you got to think of it as like leaning in that direction. So like, I'm not saying that you're going to say like, I hate my body, to like, I'm the sexiest woman on the whole entire planet. But you can get closer there by practicing this mindset muscle every single day. Okay, and we're going to talk about some things at the end that you're going to implement in your daily, but you need to practice it every day. It's not something that you're like going to read a book or watch this webinar and just be like, boom, okay, that was it. Now I shifted. Now my mindset is beautiful. No, it doesn't work like that. I work my mindset every day. You have to work on your mindset every day, because think about it. Every magazine that you pick up, their job, their sole job is to get you to buy. So they're going to tell you that you need to look thinner, you need to look younger, okay? You need to make more money, like all this stuff, okay? But in reality, like if you came here as an alien from another planet, well, I shouldn't say that. If you were just dropped here, because I don't know what you would be thinking if you were an alien, but if you just came here and you had no past, okay, then you would have no self-hatred. You wouldn't think that you need to look younger. That's our culture. It's literally our culture. That's just something that we've decided. It truly is, and you can choose to think differently. And I'm not saying that you're gonna not have moments that you get out of alignment, but you can get right back into alignment. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is that you are your routine. Your routine actually is if you look at your routine, that's who you become. So if you see people that in their routine they get up at 5 a.m. I would never get up at 5 a.m. I guess I should never say never, but that's not me. But how you're living is how you'll be. And what do you do when you wake up? Think about breakfast in your mind, what that consists of. And I'm not going to lie, Monday mornings are a little hairy around here, okay? They're not always fun for me. But after I get all 3 kids that are in school right now off to school, then it's my chance then to do my exercises. You know, physically do my exercises, do my mental, do my journaling, do whatever it is, you know, whatever I need to do to get into alignment. Or I have the choice of, and I have done this before, where I could text my husband and complain about the way they were getting off to, you know, school or whatever. But what's that going to do? Okay. So I know that it's now my job. Now they're off on the school bus. My little 2-year-old calls it open and shut, like the wheels on the bus. But they're off on the open and shut. And now it's my job. What am I going to do with my day? Because that's where I get to create. It's like when they say you create your life and you say, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Because even if you're not living where you want to live right now, that's when you get to be like, I'm really grateful that I have a roof over my head. And some people are afraid that if they get too comfortable in where they're at, that they're telling the universe you don't want more. Nope. It's like saying, like, I'm so grateful. Give me more, please. More, please. Thank you. And so literally what you can do is you can set reminders on your phone. And you could do this for the affirmations. We're going to talk about that later. But put reminders in your phone. And if you work in an office and you need to put Post-its, you know, reminders, do that. But you don't have any excuses on why you can't change your mindset. It's literally a choice that you're making. You either want to hold on to being a victim, or hold on to your problems, or hold on to whatever it is that is stopping you, or you get to say, okay, Jenny, I'll give it a try. Like, just say, okay, Jenny, I'll give it a try. Another thing I wanted to say about the jumping from like where you are now to where you want to be, can I just say, like, the fact that you're watching this, like, I'm just going to clap for you guys and say, congratulations on doing something positive for yourself. And you know what? You're doing the best that you can. That's one of my affirmations, that if a client is overwhelmed and they really want to feel inner peace, they're not going to say, I am so peaceful. They're like, F that, okay? They're going to be like, they go from, I'm so overwhelmed to, I'm doing the best that I can. And that feels lighter. You're always following the light energy. That's really what you want to think of it as. Okay? So set those phone reminders. Now start your day and end your day with an intention. The energy of these creates. So I like to give my clients a theme per day at different times, where I'll be like, okay, so what 7 things do you want to feel this week? And it's something to play around with, because whatever you focus on, like, okay, example. So punch buggy, the punch buggy game. I don't know if this is just in America or not, but whenever you see a punch buggy, you give somebody a punch in the arm. Well, we've decided that in our family you can't punch, okay? You have to just say punch buggy, no punchbacks. And so when you see a VW bug, whatever color it is, well, now my 6-year-old, once he figured this out, which me and my sister used to do this, and then they started adding on, like, no punchbacks, all this kind of stuff. So we would say, punch buggy, no, instead of no punchbacks, we said no boobies, because we're just big dorks. I'm a dork. But so my 6-year-old, now he sees punch buggies everywhere. Like, he spots them everywhere. So I just got a new car, my first new car ever. I'm so excited. And now that I have that car, do you not think that I see a Jeep Patriot everywhere I go? So be paying attention to the fact that when you are on the lookout for something, as you seek, you shall find. I promise you that. I promise you. So guess what? Here's the flip side of that. If you are so focused on your lack in a certain area, if you're so focused on lack of money, or you're so focused on how fat your ass is, which I assure you, it's not that bad, okay? But all you're going to do is see more of it and see everyone else that has what you want. That's really what the focus comes down to. So start your day with even the intention of that, you know what, I'm going to be mindful today. I'm going to be mindful of these thoughts and see what my mindset's like. And then end the day with some gratitude. Like, gratitude, I'm telling you, I can't preach gratitude enough. It really is like a miracle. And again, now we're going to talk about focus, because focus, the energy according to your desires, dreams, and goals. So it's like, whatever sucks right now, I get it. So maybe you don't like your car, you don't like your house, you don't like something, a relationship. So then what do you want? What do you want? Affirm that every day. Write that in your journal. What do you want? And there's another Abraham Hicks thing where it says, wouldn't it be nice if? And sometimes that's what, like, it's too hard for you to get into the energy of what I want, and I'm going to stretch it out there a little bit later and get you to think about an exercise that's kind of rad. It's radical and rad. But so focus the energy according to your desires, dreams, and goals. Pay attention to what all your conversations are, because you're focusing your energy that way. And listen, focus is like hocus pocus, but I'm guilty of it. We all are. It's okay. Do not judge yourself. That self-judgment is sabotage. Okay, now this is where, like, the fun mojo girly stuff that Jenny loves comes in. So we're going to talk about revamping your look. And let me just make sure I tell you everything. We talked about how the media controls a lot of people by, magazines and the internet. Don't be one of them. Like, think for yourself. So, like, what you're supposed to wear, like all of those things where it's like in your 20s, you can wear this, or don't ever wear this past 30. That has changed now, because it used to be like after 40 you couldn't have long hair, which is like, we're coming to a time period where you're kind of allowed to do whatever you want to do with your look. And I think that I love authenticity. I love when people, like, have their nose pierced, or have tattoos like I do, or if you know what, if you want to live in yoga pants, live in yoga pants, but make them the best damn yoga pants that you can possibly wear. I mean, that's truly what I think is, I'm wearing these diamond, like, sound like they're diamond encrusted pants. That would be something I would wear, though. But these LuLaRoe leggings that are buttery soft, and so I have on stretch pants right now. And they are like aqua and purple, and they make me feel so good. And Donna Jo Wear is another one that I love. I don't get anything from these companies, but I just love them. So like all these print leggings, like even black leggings, I can never wear enough of them. And you wear black leggings with like working out or with, you know, a tunic or a sweater or whatever, with boots. And so what you wear is the energy that you put out there into the world. And so I'm not judging whatever you wear, but it's like, what colors are you wearing? I don't think that you should look at, you know, like black as a negative, because I love wearing black. Like, I think black is so sharp. My mom would always say sharp. She wore even black to my wedding because she always just loves like black and white. And so really this is about revamping your outlook on life, okay? Your outlook on yourself, and then your look. I mean, seriously, sometimes when I ask people, like I teach about chakras, I have a course coming up, and so I'm all about color. And so whatever color is your favorite color, I'd love to hear if we could do a chat. But I feel like the internet is broken for me today, but I would love to hear your favorite colors. Maybe we can do that at the end. But your favorite color, sometimes that's what chakra you're working on, and it says a lot about you. Like if you ever see those quizzes on what your favorite color is, like I love aqua. I just like that Caribbean sea. It just makes me feel so relaxed. So, you know, some people think they can't wear a certain color. I get it. But maybe you could wear a piece of jewelry that color, or bring that somewhere into your life, like bring it into your space, okay? Surround yourself in that color. Because if you like yellow and you think you can't wear yellow, why can't you wear a yellow headband, or have yellow in a scarf that has other colors? You know, have some sunflowers, you know, have some daisies, have a plant with some yellow flowers. Bring yellow into your life. Yellow is actually a big important color for women that I find, because it's solar plexus energy, which we're not going to get into chakras right now, but it's how you show up in the world. It's who you are. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next chakra. I know that I talk fast, but this is just who I am. So we are going to accept Jenny for being a speedy talker from Jersey. Okay. So clothes and style show people about you, and we already spoke about that. And really, it's all that matters is, do you feel good about it? And don't let anybody make you feel bad about what you wear. That's just crazy. Like, I've been known to be an overdresser, where I had to go to a function with my mom, and she was like, just to let you know, it's casual. You're supposed to wear blue or jeans. And I did wear jeans, but I was probably going to wear something fancier. I would be wearing a ball gown if you let me sometimes, because I dress for my vibe. That's how I feel. And so if I'm really not feeling great that day, then you'll definitely be able to tell by my clothes, because I'll be wearing my trusty, like I have this blue tie-dye sweater from Victoria's Secret that I am very comfortable in, and I will be rocking that if I'm not feeling up to it. But it's blue and it's still cute. So Mojo Dressing is really about wearing cute yoga pants for some people, a sexy dress for others, or gold teeth. Seriously, like, I know that the magazines tell you, like, you know, what you should wear, but I think you should really just honestly, like, wear a t-shirt that has cool writing on it. I mean, I sell them. I love them. I think that, and I created them because I wanted to, I have this tank top and it says goddess all damn day, because that energy of that, I want every woman to step into their goddess self. I call them fire goddesses. Fire goddesses is women who are really in charge of themselves, women who know who they are and they're unapologetic about it. And it doesn't matter what they're wearing. Like, let's not judge people on what they wear, but make sure it reflects the way you feel about yourself on the inside. Okay, so this is Chakra Colors. This is just a little teaser, okay? Because I just love chakras. I can't get enough. And you could always, like, research this till the end of time. So your root chakra is red, your sacral chakra is orange, your solar plexus chakra is yellow, heart is green, throat is sky blue or cobalt, third eye is indigo, or crown is violet. So just look at this and look at where your favorite color comes in here. And if it's black or white, then oh well, but find what color that you like the most in there, and it says a lot about you. So do some research. And if you want more information, I'll talk about the chakra thing at the end. Okay, so here we go. I hope you guys like my slides. I took so much time to put them together for you guys. I wanted to be fancy pants. So here, to get the good vibes going, okay, do you listen to music? Is it for you exercise? Is it for you food? Like, I'm not going to lie. I can eat this beautiful vegan lunch, and then sometimes I want Cheetos at night. I don't know why. It's like, it's not good. I know it's not good, but I just love my Cheetos. Cheetos and wine and Real Housewives. Like, how much of an enigma or contradiction is that? But honestly, my go-tos, what I'll tell you is, I said this to many people, music. This, I can't even, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I can't say that enough. It really does change your whole vibration. And when you exercise, if you're exercising from the place of that, I hate my body, I hate exercise, okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to then, if you say I hate exercise, every time you exercise, your body's going to rebel and be like, what are we doing here? Like, we're so uncomfortable. We hate this. It's so hard. Or you can be in your exercise, be like, I love feeling strong. I love feeling fit. I am fit. Because if your goal is to be thin, then you might never feel like you are thin, because that's just, it's like, is it a number? Is it a look? But if you say I'm fit, the minute you pick up those barbells or dumbbells or whatever, you are already winning. You're already fit. That's how I feel. And I just kind of go for exercise like I'm doing a lot of bar workouts right now, because I love feeling strong. I love feeling that that lean kind of energy, and I love feeling like a ballerina, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a runner. Once a year I usually run, and I feel like I should be a runner, and then I'm just like, no, I don't like running. So I think that you need to do what your body is asking for. If you're doing something, your body's giving you feedback that it doesn't like it, why don't you pay attention to it? Don't run because your next door neighbor runs. And another thing that is huge with the food thing is I love cooking something that is like, making a soup or making a salad that I'm so into. I'm not talking about fast food because we have karate or something like that night. I'm talking about really like letting it be sexy, letting it be fun. Like Nigella Lawson, she's this British cooking chick, and I just love her vibe. She does make food so sexy. Okay, so all of you, another assignment I'm going to give you guys is to choose your theme song. Okay, and I want you to listen to this every day. Some of mine are Ive the Tiger, Fireworks, Don't Stop Believin'. Like, those are songs that, like, when they come on they come on the radio, I'm jamming out, but I feel like it's a sign from the universe. Another sign from the universe is when I get the song You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, dun, dun, but baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. That one, I love it, because I'm like, the universe is saying to you, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like, there's so much good to come. So much good to come. And so I just believe in the power of music. And if you like a ballad and you want to cry for a little while, that's great. I get it. I love Adele too. But if you're going to wallow in that too much, it's just not going to serve you, okay? So if it comes on the radio, sing along. By all means, sing along and get your inner Adele out. But on a regular basis, you want to make sure you choose high vibe songs. And also, if you have like Comcast cable like I have, there's like, soundscapes, like, relaxing music in the background. Be mindful of those things. Like, maybe your soul's asking for that, and maybe that's a way you can kind of practice meditation, is close your eyes, have that music on, let it kind of, let it just relax you. Okay, now moving on to the next slide. Okay. Move your booty. Okay, like I said about exercise. When I spoke about Mojo, that being your life force, there's people in India that are practicing meditation for hours upon hours a day, and they're moving around this life force in their body, this prana. Okay, you and I are not going to do that. So yes, do it through yoga, do it through something that's, a meditation, that's great. But really, like, if you think about your blood pumping through your body, that's your life force. That's what makes you feel alive. Like, if you ever see like older people walking around, they're doing that because once you sit down, you're not getting back up again. You need to move your booty. And what I always tell people, you think I'm joking, but I would love for you to dance naked, but like by yourself even. Okay, this is where the self-love goddess comes in, is but dance around in your underwear. That's how you start to feel sexier. I don't care what size you are. Put on like some Sade, whatever you say. Like, This Is No Ordinary Love, or what is his name? Wicked Game. Like, that's some sexy songs. Put on some Prince, like whatever it is, and you will start to feel sexier. Like, really, body moves that life force. Okay. I want you guys to feel as sexy as I know you are. Okay, my allergies are acting up, so don't mind my even more nasally sound. Okay, so mood food. Okay, this is where, yes, I will occasionally do the Cheetos, but I love kale salads. I love things that I know that are good for my body. And why I don't eat a lot of sugar is because I know how it affects my body. I don't drink caffeine, not because I'm like holier than thou about food. it's like it just causes me anxiety. Like it would just make me speed up. Look at how friggin' hyper I am already. Do we really need to add caffeine to this? Could you imagine? I might explode. So, but sugar, when I was overweight in my 20s, I was drinking coffee and I was eating a lot of sugar. I would do a Ben & Jerry's coffee Heath Bar Crunch in the evening, a whole one. Portions were out of control, and all that sugar was actually causing me to have panic attacks. And I was having anxiety. Like, to go to sleep at night was terrible. And I got that under control by all this work that I do. Like, I don't take any medication. Not that there's anything wrong with you taking medication, but I'm just telling you that I did all this through my mindset work, through my energy work. I truly believe that you can change. And I'm not saying everyone, because I don't like to make absolutes, and I never want to make anyone feel bad, because you know what's right for you. I can coach you, but I never want you to take what I say over what you believe, okay? That's just not empowering. That's like trying to make followers, like drink the Kool-Aid, okay? Now, let me just make sure okay. All right, yes, meditate. Yes, I said meditate. Clear 15 minutes on your schedule, like your life depends on it. Can you still your mind? Maybe you can. But can you really do this for yourself? I want to ask you that, because if you're willing to do this for yourself, like I said, do the relaxing music on in the background. Start with that. Start with that to just get yourself comfortable with that. Your thoughts are going to come at you like ninjas, okay? Once you start to try to quiet your mind down, and if you're creative, forget it. Creative minds or worrisome minds, it's like, oh my God, it's like crazy town. It's like a super highway to the max. But I'm going to give you guys a little practice here, okay? And we're going to practice together. Okay, so centering practice that I'm going to give you guys is, one of them is Om, okay? So it's Om, Om, Om. And then the other one that I did this when my when my webinar was not working and all of the original people did not get this set out right, I did the Om Shanti. And if you're mad at somebody, you can do the Om Shanti. This is just some chants for you guys that I love. The Om Shanti is peace within me, peace with the other person, and peace with God. Okay? And it's Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. And I'm saying this to you guys so that you know how to pronounce it. And then Om Mani Padme Hum. There's Dr. Emoto spoke about the power of intention with water, and there's a lot of research if you guys want to look that up. And he said those that say Om Mani Padme Hum 10 times a day bless those that they're in the water with, something to that effect. I always really do not do well with quoting people. But so I'm going to say, and I say this really fast, but it's Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. And this is supposed to be all of the teachings of Buddha encapsulated in that verse right there. Okay, you have nothing to lose. You're not converting to another religion either. Like, don't get all crazy and feel like you can't try on different things, because that's how I believe in spirituality. I love Buddha, I love Jesus, I love Mary. I was raised Catholic. I believe that your relationship with God is a personal thing, and I would never tell you what was actually the right way, because I only know my way. So mindful practice in motion. I do believe that you should sit still and do a meditation, and it will change things. But you're going to be, again, when the thoughts come up, you're going to have to just imagine that there's like a little dustpan sweeping them away. And just when they come up again, just do the little dustpan, sweep them away. And then you might get one that's like a crazy one that tries to be like, oh my God, you forgot to turn off the water or the curling iron, or, like, oh my God, is the oven on? And something to really catch your attention. And that's when you have to almost laugh and be like, oh my God, mind, you are so funny. Let's play together and have fun and not make things so serious. So to do a mindful practice in motion, if you want to add to the meditation, is doing yoga, is doing a gratitude walk. Okay, a gratitude walk is different than a walking meditation. A walking meditation would be like you're literally walking and trying to clear the mind. Okay, so this is still. So it's like just walking and observing, not having the mind chatter, just doing the sweeping away, and just really being so present on that moment. Maybe practice like focusing on your breath and taking in all the oxygen that you can. And a gratitude walk is different. A gratitude walk, this is where it's like if you want to exercise and feel really good, because if you go into an exercise and you have a problem and you exercise and you come out on the other side, it will be different. You won't pick up where you left off. And it's the same with a gratitude walk. Just imagine if you want to implement like a walking routine, like walking for a half an hour. What if you sat there and you were like, you thought about everything that you're grateful for or what you appreciate? Like, I appreciate the trees, I appreciate the flowers, I appreciate that little cute little squirrel, and I appreciate my walking shoes and whatever it is, like, or walking snakes. Think about as many things you could be grateful for. And honestly, like, your life starts to transform with gratitude. I can't say it enough. It's not something frivolous. And stillness versus chaos. Okay, let me go back to my notes. Let me just make sure that I'm staying on track. Okay. So let me see, 28, yes. So always think of it as like with your energy, you can always come back to your center. What does centered feel like? Centered feels like if you just get really present and you just feel like deep, deep, deep inside, like deep in your chest, okay? There's a still point in there. It's where inner peace lives, and it's always there, okay? The chaos is really around you, but the stillness is always there. That's when we talk about being aligned. We talk about being centered. That's what I'm talking about. And so that's where the stillness is. And what are you choosing right now? Are you choosing chaos or are you choosing stillness? Because I know I've chosen chaos at times, and it was not good. It was not good at all. So just take a moment right now to check in with your body and just feel if you can feel what that centered feeling feels like. Doesn't matter what's going on around you, it's in you. And take a deep breath and choose stillness. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. And doing your practices in the morning at night are great, but you can also do it in the middle of the day. It's whatever works for you. Okay? Now, we're going to go to what your goals are. Let's set some new goals here. Maybe your goal is going to be that you add meditation in, that you add exercise in, that you just, maybe the first step for you is doing, like I said, the cleaning up of the thoughts. Maybe that you just want to, chew on that for a little while. But after you do that, writing down what you think about yourself and what you think about the world, like what your outlook is, try to find the center again. Try to keep going back to that. Go back to that. And, find the things that bring you the good vibes, that bring you to alignment. That's super important. So setting new goals looks like this. Energy follows focus, okay? That's where whatever you focus on, you're going to create more of. So pay attention in your intention. And so your attention every single day should be on that intention. And you can revive your present to create a new future. So like your present starts tomorrow. So what are you going to do tomorrow that's going to be different? How can your life look different? Okay, this is where we go back to, is the goal a thing or a feeling? What do you really want? So usually it's like, I want a new car, I want more money, I want my boyfriend to not be a jerk, I want my kids to be nicer. Okay, I get all that. I have 5 kids. 2 of them are teenagers. I totally understand this. What I'm saying to you is, what do you want to feel? So I would suggest that you make the goal also about a feeling, like we said about a theme. Think about it. Well, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel peaceful? Do you want to feel centered? Do you want to feel aligned? Make that your goal, okay? And I want to hear from all of you guys. If you want to email me what your goals are so I can hold that space for you and think of any ways that I can support you, okay? What's the why? Come back to this often during the day. Like, why? What's your why? Okay? I always get stumped on that. Like, well, why am I doing this? So it's like with my business, why am I doing this? Why do I put stuff out there? It's because I love sharing wisdom with you guys. That's super important. And why do I want to increase my business? Because I want to increase my abundance. Why do I want to increase my abundance? Because I want more freedom. I want more time. But I have to focus on, okay, so you see how I went there? So I want to increase my business to increase abundance so that I have more time and freedom. And for some people, it's security too. But I have to be mindful that I look back and say, okay, so making sure that I don't sacrifice too much time or freedom in the building of it. Because I really do, for me, time is so precious because of wanting to spend time with my kids, but also wanting to have fun. I didn't come here to just be like a grown-up, okay? I did not. Freedom is super important to me. So freedom of expression and freedom to be myself, freedom with time, it's super important. And just to feel free. Just imagine like being a woman in this day and age, how much freer you are than 100 years ago. Or if you're in America, how much freer you feel than so many women on the planet. So what do you want to manifest? Can you declare that? Put that in your journal. Like, what do you want to manifest? That's where your goals are about a thing, okay? This is where we can talk about a thing, and it can be like very bold, and I want you to make sure that you don't share it with people who are not going to support your goal, because then they can sometimes just like make you feel bad and make you feel like it's impossible. Listen, I'm telling you, if you tell me what your thing is, what your goal is, so you tell me how you want to feel, you tell me what you want to manifest, I will never make fun of you. I will never say it's not realistic. Because you know what? If you have something you want to manifest, okay, so say if you're like going to be in the Olympics, but you're 85, okay, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm going to say, okay, so start training for the Olympics. So I don't believe the universe is cruel. I believe that the universe is going to support you. So now you go to the YMCA and now you start training. So you love swimming. So you realize that you love this like aqua swim class. So now you realize that you really just kind of wanted to hang out with people and you wanted to swim and you wanted to feel that lightness in the water. So your new goal shifts. Okay, what you want to manifest is different. Okay, that's why never tell children that they're unrealistic, or even like college students, on what they want to do, because they have their own guidance system. The universe has their back. You don't have to worry about it. And I know you're paying for it, but just try to let them find themselves, okay? Because you're still finding yourself. I'm still finding myself. So step 7, okay? This is the big thing. So this is about the new you. What does she look like? How does she talk? Okay, get a picture to inspire you, but maybe just the body part and not necessarily the face, if that's gonna if you're gonna feel like you're too attached to the person in it. And it's not about stick a thing on your fridge so you can feel bad when you look at it. It's not what I mean. I'm talking about get a picture that inspires you. Somebody who looks happy, somebody who looks fit, somebody who looks whatever that energy is, okay? Or you know what? Make it be a word. Like place Post-its with affirmations or power words. So maybe cut out a word in a magazine, like thinking on vision boards, okay? And post those around. So that way you're like, yes, you're like, yeah, I am sexy. I am sexy. Okay, but you need to visualize her or him. Claim this mojo you and own it. So right now, honestly, like, could you, if I said to you, can you see what she looks like? Can you close your eyes and picture what she looks like? Or is it too far away? Because that's another one of your exercises that you have to focus on. I want you to think, visualize her. Visualize what she feels like. Feel what she feels like. Imagine it's like the first time you ever tried on something that was like a dressy, like a gown or a suit for a man, or something that was like you're actually an adult. And it felt weird at first. And then the more you wore it, the more it felt like it was you. That's what it is, okay? And I want you to remember that good vibes attract. So I want you to, when you're on Facebook, pay attention to who you follow, who's in your newsfeed, hide stuff. I can't stand when people share like puppy pictures that are not happy. I'm like, no, I only want happy puppy pictures. Say that 3 times fast. So good vibes attract. Focus on that. Like, honestly, it may seem cheesy to some of you guys, but I have a small circle of people that I roll with, because I really don't like to hear complaining. I know I complain enough for myself. So feed your mind with good images. The mind will absorb it. That's, again, what we're talking about here on Facebook and on social media. I've unfollowed people on Instagram because it was too much focus on fitness and like changing your body instead of loving your body. And I've unfollowed makeup people that were so focused on contouring that they were taking away from the beauty in a woman, because I can walk around with no makeup on. Although I did put glitter in my hair, no lie, like spray glitter. And I put some glitter eyeshadow on because I felt like being sparkly. And so focus on good images. This is where like TV and magazines, books, all of that, like your mind, you're feeding it. So if you're feeding it crap, don't expect it to think good thoughts, okay? Not trying to be mean, but I'm being real here. So words have power, so choose power words. I know that I say I hate, and I think it's a stupid word to say, but I get caught up on it myself. But try to speak from a place of what you actually want to actualize in your life. And make sure you're reading good stuff, okay, those power words. Just remember, like, words are like a wand, like a magic wand, okay? And now, okay, we are not going to have time for the guided meditation. We kind of did it for a second when we found our thing. I'm so sorry, but this is the first time I'm doing this, and it was so much craziness going on. Okay, so how to use affirmations. How to create them, when to use them as a reminder. This is where we do the phone apps, okay? So do the phone apps and put in these power words, okay? I am enough. Put that in there as a reminder at like 4 p.m. I am enough, or in the morning. I am good enough. And I can email this to you guys because they're so pretty. I am worthy. They just feel so good, so good. And one of the things that I'm going to tell you guys that is a game changer, okay, total game changer, is if you can say this to yourself. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror every single day, and I want you to say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I always tell people, if you don't love a body part, put your hands on that body part and say, I love you 3 times, and let it go down to the cellular level. Your body is listening to you. Don't wait for it to get sick to appreciate it. Okay? And saying I am beautiful, honestly, like I look at myself in the mirror and I will just like laugh because, yes, sometimes I don't like the way my wrinkles look or whatever, but I don't focus on it, you know? But I kind of laugh at her in the mirror and just be like, girl, you've done some crazy things. Like sometimes I just think you're nuts, but I love you anyway. And I just always forgive her. I forgive her for everything that she does because I have to have a best friend relationship with myself. I came here with me, I'm leaving with me. So I truly want you guys to become best friends with yourself. And I have a couple of courses that are coming up that are just going to, if you need to put this like pedal to the metal, foot to the pavement, I love analogies, then I will be able to help you with whatever area it is that you're trying to focus on. Because if there's one area that's not going well, it can really be super bad. I know I'll be super transparent right now and tell you that there was something that my teen son was going through this past fall, and it was really affecting me. And I had to really get, I had to work with somebody to help me get really clear, because you can study all you want, but if something is not working, it's like that thorn in your side, you got to figure out what that is. I was feeling so much like a victim. I was feeling that chaos, and I don't want to feel that chaos. And as my 2-year-old screams in the background, I don't know if you guys heard that or not. But I am going to talk about my offer real quick, and then I know everyone always hops off after the offer, but I'm just going to, I really am not a selly person. I am a presenty person. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to talk about the chakra course real quick, and then I want to see if there's any questions, because I'm not sure exactly when this started, but I think that it was like 6:25, something around there. So I am doing a standalone course that you can purchase. It's 8 weeks long. It's called Chakratastic, okay? And it is really about, it's like self-exploration to the max, and you're going to learn about the chakras, and you're going to learn, there's going to be exercises every single day, and there's going to be affirmations. It's going to be really like you get to deep down, soul deep. I did this as a mastermind, and my girls loved it, okay? And this is a life changer, and if you've never done anything with chakras, this is perfect. But I also think that even if you've done stuff with chakras like I have, I had so much fun learning even more as I built the course. And so it's an email, it's something that you sign up for, and every Monday you'll get an email delivered to your inbox. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. But you're gonna love this. It's $197 for the 8-week standalone course, and I just love it. I think I want to go through it again because I love answering, asking myself those questions. I think that that's the key to getting to know yourself and knowing what you want to change, because you got to get real with what's going on right now. So here's my thing that starts June 1st. I'm super excited about it. It's my Mama Mojo Mastery. Are you ready to be a sexy, cool, fun, and happy mama? So this is my course that is going to be a 6-week course, and it's going to be weekly calls, and it's going to be a private Facebook group, and you're going to get group coaching with me, and you're going to have so much fun. Like when I create some of these courses, I'm like, I want to be in the course. Just like with the chakra course, like I am going to go through it again because I loved it so much. And if you love colors, this is going to it's going to be even more fun for you. And so with my Mama Mojo Mastery, this is going to literally transform your life. If you feel like you are not sexy, get on this like tonight. well, I'm not going to send out the thing tonight, but no, actually, no, yes, you can. You can go to my website, and it's there. I realize that. But we start June 1st, and so spend this summer with me, and let's have so much fun. So this is $497 for the course, or I mean for the mastery. And then if you want to do a private session with me, which is normally $1,000, so you get it at $500, it will be $997 for a private one-on-one with me and the 6-week course. And oh my God, like, you are going to be so happy that you are changing your life. Like, it's so awesome. I love being part of people's transformation. One of my clients has lost over 120 pounds, and it's amazing. And we never talk about diet or exercise. We just talked about her blocks and getting her on track. I'm really, I'm hyper, I'm real, but I'm so loving and I'm so kind. Okay. And so what we're going to do is, if you guys have any questions about the course or anything that I've gone over, I am going to hop over to now stop sharing my screen with you guys and have you guys look at my, and have you guys just look at me, okay? And so if you guys have any questions, I would love to put them out there. And next time, I know we're going to have so much engagement because the right link will go out on time and we will have no technology problems. But I had so much fun doing my first webinar this way. I've done other webinars, but this is the first Google Hangout webinar with slides. And so I'm just proud that I did not give up and cry and surrender like I wanted to about at 5:20. I was never going to actually stop, but I had to do this 3 times to actually get this down. And I'm so glad you guys were here to play with me. And it's been fun. So does anybody have any questions? I love engagement. Maybe even if you want to tell me your favorite color, we can talk about that. Oh, thank you so much. Loved it. Great info and very inspiring. Awesome job. Thank you guys. You guys make me so happy. And so what's your favorite color? Tell me what your favorite color is, and then I will tell you what chakra that's associated with. I know that, Patty. I knew you were going to say pink. Oh, Avril, purple. So your favorite color is red. Oh, Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa. Okay, let's go through these. So my favorite color for years was red. And I had a lot of feelings that when I was a child, I was so afraid. I was always afraid and always felt like I was in danger. I would watch the news at night. I could never sleep. I mean, my childhood, it was just not as easy for me as it was for other kids. I was teased, for my weight. So the red chakra is root chakra. So it has to do with family, it has to do with finances, it has to do with security, it has to do with like how safe you feel on the planet. But here's the thing, Vanessa, I'm not saying that you have any of those issues, because I also love the fact that red is like such a passion color. So it's like we look at it for chakras, but we also I rock red lipstick all the damn time. I mean, look at my hair. I love red. I think it's very powerful. So it's not always just about the chakras, but we always want to see are you gravitating towards that because you're working on something with that? And Patty, you love bright red lipstick. I know. It's so empowering, and it feels like so old Hollywood. And so Avril with the purple, that is one of my favorite colors. And Patty and me with my website is like purple-tastic, and pink, of course. But purple is crown chakra, so it's your connection to source. And it's such like a royal color. Like it's so, it's mysterious. It's like I always think of, I'm such a dork and I love it, but I always think of pink and purple as best friends. Like I don't know why. It's just like My Little Pony or something. And so that's really about like your connection to source. So I would love to hear how connected you are with source, or if that's something that you're looking for. And so Vanessa, I would love to know if you wear red lipstick too, because that's like, to me, I own a lot of red lipstick, and I like to share what red lipsticks I have. I have had red lipsticks. Awesome. I've had red lipsticks from I don't know if I got a red lipstick from NARS or not. I feel like I did, but I've had a MAC red lipstick. But I'm not kidding you. I've gotten a red lipstick from what is it, Wet n Wild, and it's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, this is really from Wet n Wild. It's kind of crazy. And so Patty with the pink. Pink is the heart chakra, okay, which is about self-love and love, and it's like it is kind of our center, but we would look at our center as really being our solar plexus and our heart chakra. This is the stuff I go over in the course, where I think of it as a really empowered woman. she feels a good sense of self, but she's loving to others. If you think about somebody who's like too much bravado and they're like, oh, I rock and everyone sucks, then their solar plexus might be a little bit too in the ego space. Not that we need to vilify ego. It's healthy. It keeps us alive. It keeps us, surviving. But we also want to have a heart chakra that's open. Okay, but if a woman doesn't believe in herself and her solar plexus is like, I really don't love myself, but her heart chakra is like, okay, you can order pink, yellow, blue, red, brown, gray, black. And so if her heart chakra is open, so her solar plexus is like, but her heart chakra is open. She loves everyone else, is doing stuff for everyone else, but she doesn't have an imbalance, so her self-love is off. So Patty, I would say the pink is definitely a big thing about that would be, now the only thing is once it pops up on the chat, then I can't really see it after it pops away. So pink is the heart chakra is the only chakra that has two colors. So it has green, but it also has pink. I am that way. I do things for others. I love helping others, yes. But I'm hoping you're balancing that self-love. Tell me how much you love yourself, because I want you to really love yourself. And you might actually find that some of this pink energy, when we talk about in the course, I talk about the stones that you would associate, the foods you would associate with this. And so rose quartz, if you're working on self-love, they have so much amazing chakra jewelry out there too right now, but you want to get a rose quartz. So if you're working on self-love, you want to have a rose quartz. You do have a rose quartz on your desk? That's awesome. That's great. And the self-love factor, also will affect how much you are going to how much you're going to create in relationships, but also it will affect your business. Well, you know what, honey? I have a lot of free stuff out there, so stay tuned, okay? And so really, the self-love is either going to help us with abundance or help us not, okay? Yes, we will have to connect, okay? You can go to my website and contact me on there. It's jennygperry.com. That was the last slide I was supposed to say. Thank you. And you can email me at jenny@jennygperry.com or go to my website. We just redid it, and it's looking so pretty and fancy. And so I am going to also be putting up a new opt-in. If you want to get on my opt-in list right now, it's going to help you tremendously with this course. So if you want to get on there within the next week, it's a Mojo vision board. So I want you, Vanessa, I want you to help you, increase your abundance in your life. So if you go on there right now, you will get a Mojo vision board. And then I think next week, hopefully if we get everything together, we'll be coming up with an opt-in that'll be meditation. So if you guys, what do you guys think should be my first meditation that I put as a free opt-in? What do you guys think would be an area that you want to work on so I can see if that would be, I was thinking overwhelm. That's something that people come to me with. We could do one about self-love. We could do one about abundance. What would you like a meditation on? Overwhelm. Yeah, overwhelm is a big one. Abundance, Patty, love that. Yeah, the money tree one is a big one for the abundance. Show me the money. And you know what? Not that I need to endorse anybody else's products, but I would tell you that there is this, if you go to flowdreaming.com, there is MP3s for $9.95. I like the money tree, Patty. I have a money tree too. Well, no, you know what? I gave my mom a money tree for Mother's Day. I have one that's got stones on it. I can't remember what the aventurine. I think that's what it is. But Flow Dreaming has one for wealth and abundance. It's $9.95 for a download, and that is so yummy to listen to. It's just I'm not even going to try to compete with that because it's its own thing that's so freaking cool. So my meditations are going to be quieter and less of action, but I'm telling you, I listen to that almost every day. That is so good. But thank you guys. I don't know how long we went till, but this was so fun. Thank you so much for playing with me, guys. An hour. Awesome. And also, wait, Avril, was it you or Patty who was saying your favorite colors in order? Yes, you need to get a money tree. Okay, and you know what? With working on abundance, so when we talked about our power words, I want you to just think about the fact that I am abundant, okay? I am abundant. I'm abundant. Think of it in terms of that. And then every time, you go to the grocery store and you buy food, even if it's a little bit, just I'm so grateful for this food. I'm so grateful. And just, try to practice the gratitude. I get it. I totally get it. Sometimes it's really a stretch, but we want to try to focus on as much good as we can. I am rich now, and money is on its way with my bank account. I love that one. Yes! Okay. And so, Patty, was it you who had the colors listed on in what order? Okay. So I saw I am worthy. Yes. And you know what? Another one, Vanessa, that I would tell you is I am a rock star receiver. My friend Dejan put a poster up the one day, and also I am receiving. I am receiving. I am a good receiver. I'm worthy of receiving. I want you to realize your worthiness. I'm worthy of receiving. Yes, I'm worthy of receiving all the good in the world. Okay, you're not going to take away from anybody else. Okay, you'll post the replay and the affirmation list in the group. Awesome. And so, Patty, I saw your list. I saw yellow, and that's solar plexus. That's about your identity and about like showing up as. Thank you so much. Patty was saying that my sweater looks good with my blue eyes. And I will stand up and show you my diamond leggings. And so, Patty, you have Vanessa, you have blue eyes. That's why red lipstick looks great with it. I'm going to show you my leggings. My diamond leggings. Look, it's like, shake that booty. I'm so silly. But anyway, Patty, so yellow would be solar plexus. Thank you. They're so soft. I won these leggings. That's the thing is I won the leggings. I was so happy. I was just so happy. But so yellow would be your sense of self, how much you're willing to show up, okay? So pink, yellow, blue, red, brown, gray, and black. Yes. The browns and the grays and the blacks do not fall in the chakra category, but I could see how those would work perfectly for you because, Patty, I'm not going to give away your business or anything, but I don't know what just happened. It did something. Okay, I'm going to block this. Here we go. I'm going to block that, I think. I'm not sure how to do this. I'm trying to. Avril keeps showing up here at the end here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to mute. Okay. Let me see. Okay, the reason why, Patty, the reason why I was going to, okay, purple, pink, red, green, blue, and black. Okay, so because I know Patty so well, and Patty is very vocal with her story. So, Patty, do you mind if I say how I can see that these mix together? No, you don't want me to? Okay. So the reason why I'm using her as an example is because Patty is Patty's my business coach, and she's also one of the people that are like my mentors and one of the people that have really changed my life. And I always tell her she's like a lifetime story. If you go to her website, pattylowen.com, Patty can post the link somewhere. We'll send it out. I'll send it out with the replay. Her story is one of those stories that's a lifetime movie. And so if I look at her story and I know her, and I'm not going to volunteer anything that she wouldn't volunteer, but the journey to herself has been very crazy because she's had a lot of bad things happen to her. And so learning to love herself has been the pink energy, okay? Patty and I have a similar life story. Oh, blessings to you, Vanessa. Then you know what? Then you are a warrior. Then you are a rock star. And I bow to you. I think that's amazing. So Patty working on the self-love, knowing that, because when life knocks you down, sometimes your mojo goes like this, and it's like, I don't feel worthy because like I feel just beaten down. So that's why the pink energy that Patty's been bringing in, that self-love. Don't you agree, Patty? Like self-love has been like so important for you. And then and then also feeling a good sense of self. Like if like Patty was picked on when she was younger. She was in abusive relationships. So it's like it's been about her fire goddess journey has been about her self-love, but also like her sense of self that no one can kill inside of you. No matter how much they beat you down, they cannot beat that out of you, okay? It's always inside of you. Your magic is inside of you, okay? And so that's been part of her journey, is like finding a sense of self and loving her sense of self, learning to love all the aspects of herself and not feel like she's not good enough, like all of that. And then also, Patty, so where the blue comes into play is letting your voice be heard. Like your latest blog and the way you've been sharing and showing up and telling your courageous story, that is you using your voice. That's where the blue comes in. That's where it comes in. And then also where the red comes in, it comes into your foundation. It was not security, okay? You know, you could take family drama into the mix with being in an abusive relationship. So you can see where the red really comes in and it makes sense on why you're working on those things. Patty went through my no security. Yep. And so Patty Patty went through she went through the chakra course, and I just have to say this because this is so funny, and then we're going to end because I don't want to take up any more of your time. But she calls the root chakra the ass chakra. Yes. And it's like, it just cracks me up because we're so silly, and you don't have to take all this self-help thing so seriously. You can have fun with it. So I think it's just going to be like, instead of like, but it, you know, putting your root down is like shaking your booty too. So it's the ass chakra. That and the throat. Yes. Throat chakra is a biggie, right? So thank you guys for being a part of this, and this replay is going to go out to all the people that registered that I'm sorry if they couldn't get in, but I have to figure out all of the colors and put them all in order. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Blessings to you. I wish you all abundance of all good things. Blessings. Mwah. Bye, guys.